this is the another problem of finding the reaction at A, B and D and C. So you have to find out the reaction at these points. So before going to that, you have to see that very carefully. This is a hinge, you can find it very easily, and this is also a roller, you can find it, and this is also hinge, it can easily find out. But here it is has been kept as a one circle, but you should consider that one as a roller. Okay, you should take it this one as a roller. Be careful, don't take this one as a hinge. So actually what it is the beam section on this at top one roller has been kept, on top of it the another beam has been laid. Okay, so there is a two beam section, AB is a one beam and CD is another beam. So A and D is a hinge, C and B are the rollers. Okay, so for this one we will take one, how we have to take it is, so we have to take initially the AB as one separate beam and CD as a separate beam. So A and B are the supports, C and D as the supports. So C is a roller and D is a hinge. Okay, so like this you have to take it. So if you take AB section, C you have to consider that one as a load. Okay, so if you take CD as a beam section, so whatever the reactions the load we have taken, that one you have to take that one as a reaction for the CD beam section. So that is the important point you have to be remember while solving this problem. Okay, so let me go for the free body diagram. So this is the for this problem, the for the AB beam section. So AB beam section is this one. So as we know that this is hinge, there will be two reactions, that is AY and AX. So that is for A, support at A. Next B, so there is only one roller. So you know that it is a UDL load which is acting at a 1 meter. So it will be converted into a concentrated load at the center. So 20 into 1, 20, acting at a distance of center means 0.5 from here. So that's what 0.5 from here. So 20 kilonewton it is acting. So here whatever the after this from 1 meter from here, whatever the load which is coming, that is the reaction from the RC. So you have to take it that one as RC. But the same thing here when you take for the beam section CD, so that will be a reaction. So here when you take for the beam AB, it will be load, that is a load RC. But when you take for the section CD, that is a support reaction RC. So RC for the CD beam, so take this 10 kilonewton for this at a distance of 1 meter it is acting. So 1 meter it is acting at a 60 degree. So you have to resolve with respect to this angle only, don't take any conversion. Okay, so don't take here 60, I will take 90 and do it. So you just take for this angle only, nothing to worry, it will be more convenient. Okay, rather than converting and all. So next another is 5 kilonewton which is acting from the support D. Okay, so this is the 5 kilonewton I have written as it is, and this one also load I have written as it is. But here there is a hinge, so that's why two reaction, one is vertical force and another is a horizontal force. So totally finally this will be the final the free body diagram. Okay, so first here we will go for the section CD beam. Okay, in the CD beam you can see this very carefully. There is a three unknown forces. One is RC. You always take in this beam section, if you take lower beam, the problem is you don't know what is the RC load. Okay, if you know the RC reaction, support reaction of RC, support reaction at C, then that reaction it can be taken as load for the beam AB. Okay, so it is not at all possible to take it. So that's why what you do is, so fine, you always you take the upper one. You see where is the this type of the rollers are there, you take upper beam section. Okay, so that's why I'm taking CD, the beam as the first one which I want to determine is the reaction at C. Okay, so what I will do is I will take this beam section CD. So here there is a two unknown is there, so better I will take the moment at this. So if I take moment at this, these two forces will be nullified. Okay, so better you take moment at T. So clockwise direction as positive, moment at T, clockwise direction as positive. Okay, moment at D, clockwise as positive I told. So you can take it clockwise or anti-clockwise direction according to your wish. So clockwise direction, so RC into distance of, this is a 4 meter, RC into 4, it is moving towards clock, so that is negative. So next is this one, so you resolve this forces. Okay, so theta is here, so you take theta here, this will be sine, so 10 sine theta, so this will be 10 cos theta. Okay, see here very carefully, this angle will be with respect to, angle is with respect to here vertical axis, so that's why, so with respect to vertical I have taken this as an angle for this angle. So this will be opposite one, so this is sine theta and this will be the cos theta. So force is 10, so I have taken force sine theta. Theta in the place of theta you insert the value of 60 degree. Okay, so after the taking this, so if I take the moment at D, this force, if you take back that force will be acting on this. So if you bring back in the same line of direction, this 10 sin theta will be 10 sin theta will become 0. So next is 10 cos theta, it will be acting here, 10 cos theta into distance of 3 meter, but it is acting in a anti-clockwise direction, so it is positive. So that's why 10 plus 10 cos 60 into 3. So next is the 5 meter, 5 kilonewton into 1, so it is also acting clockwise, so that's why it is plus 5.1. so finally you calculate the value of RC, you got the RC value as 5 kilonewton. Okay, then you have determined the RC value, then you have to determine dy value. Take the vertical forces as 0. Okay, so upward direction as positive, only this one and this one, 4 forces will be, you will be getting, but in the upward direction you will get the four forces. So you take RC and dy as positive. So I have taken upward direction as sigma Fy is equal to 0. I have taken upward as positive, so RC and dy as positive, and 10 cos theta, 10 cos 60 and 5 kilonewtons are negative. Here 10 cos 60 and 5 kilonewton. So here 10 cos 60, 5 are negative. Okay, so finally if you substitute the value, already RC value you have determined earlier, so dy you can find out easily. Okay, now you have dy is this one. Okay, so RC and dy you have determined, only unknown forces dx. Take summation of vertical horizontal forces is 0. So take moving towards right hand side is positive, take dx is moving towards the right hand side positive. So another is the 10 kilonewton, 10 sin 60, it is moving towards the left, so it is negative, so is equal to 0. Finally dx is equal to 8.66 kilonewton, you get it. So you have determined the RC, dy and dx, all the unknown forces you have determined, but important thing is here is RC value you got is 5 kilonewton. So here the load will be 5 kilonewton for the beam section AB. Okay, so this is 5 kilonewton. Okay, so now we take the AB section AB. Okay, AB section, you can see here AB, the whatever the unknown forces are there is, one is AX, AY and RB. So you make very simple, so take the moment at A, so two forces will be nullified, only unknown force will be RB. So take moment at A is equal to 0. So you take anti-clockwise direction as positive. Okay, anti-clockwise direction as positive. So mine 20 into 2.5, 1.5, 1, 1, 2.5. So here 20 into sorry, you take you to nullify this, take the moment at A. So 20 into 0.5. So 20 into 0.5, it is moving towards the clockwise direction, so that's why it is negative. 20 is over. Next you come for RC 5 kilonewton. So 5 into the 5 into this distance, but moving towards the clockwise direction, so it is negative. So minus RC into distance of 1.5, 0.5, so totally 2 meter. So 2 meter I have taken here. So next I left with RB into distance of 3 meter. So RB into 3 meter is equal to 0. So what here in this equation only unknown is the RC. You know earlier only you have determined that is 5 kilonewton. Insert that RC is equal to 5 kilonewton and find out the RB value. Finally RB value you will get it around 6.67 kilonewton. Upward direction, make it a that will be positive. If you got positive value, it is upward direction because you have taken upward direction as positive. Okay, so next is our horizontal forces. You have to find it. There is only one horizontal forces. So takes summation of fx is equal to 0, moving towards the right is equal to 0. So this is if ax is moving towards the right, but no other forces, so ax is equal to so finally ax is equal to 0. Next is you already determined ax, you already determined the RB value, and only is ay you have to determine. Okay, so you take upward direction as positive, summation of vertical forces is equal to 0, upward as positive, ay and ay is positive and RB is positive because both are moving in upward direction. So minus 20 and RC 5 kilonewtons are negative. So you can see here ay and RB is positive and minus 20 and RC value is negative. Okay, so in this equation only unknown is ay. RC value already determined, that is 5 kilonewton. RB value it is 6.67. Substitute the values of RC and RB value and find out the ay. So that is ay value is 18.33 kilonewton. Okay, so here everything you have determined, but only thing is unknown thing is what is a resultant force. You have to find it. The resultant force will be that is summation of the you find out the summation of sigma ax square plus ay square is equal to resultant force is equal to ax square root of ax square plus ay square. Find it and find out the resultant force and find out the angle theta also. Okay, by using like this. Okay, here also there is a hinge value is there. Here also you find this. So that is dx square and dy square. Dx here it is dx and dy is here. If I take the two dx and dy value and find out the theta value, the r value also here also you have to find it. R is equal to dx square root of dx square plus dy square. R value find out, there will be one reaction will be there. Okay, one resultant will be there. That reaction, that resultant force you find it, that is RD. So that is here. Okay, so for this one, with what angle it is acting, that you have find out by dy by dx. So dy value, dy x value, you know, substitute and find out the theta value. So this is the very one typical problem, very difficult problem. So you have to take it separately and find it. So you always remember there's a two beams are there. Take upper beam and find out the RC reaction at C, and that reaction at C will be a load for a span section of the beam span section of AB. Okay, don't forget, this is the very important problem and very easiest step you have to be very carried out at the point C. Okay, please work out on these problems.